Put the tequila bottle away.
Oh, whoa! Oh, excuse us. What is going on, crew? You are here with the B man, the big guy, Big Al, and our brother Cody
What's
from
up?
Money Paradise. What is going on, crew? We are doing the San Luis Obispo meetup today. Couldn't be more excited. We're going to meet up with Todd and Bonnie. We're going to meet up with Pete and son Derek and Matt, who they're in this chat with us. So excited to get the family together. How we doing today, boys?
Dude, great. Got up early. I picked up Cody on the way here. So we all kind of live pretty close, 2-3 hours from each other. And it was a great drive Sunday morning. We had a great chat, as you might imagine. Cody and I talked about very little about crypto, mostly about life.
Yeah, no, it was a great morning drive there, and it's fixing to be a great day. So I'm stoked, absolutely stoked to meet some new people, extend our network. Extend my network of people that are like-minded individuals. So today is shaping up to be fantastic.
Yeah. So excited to film with this one more. If you check out his channel, like Cody runs on some just awesome ideas and things that we all think about and want to expand on. And I'm so happy that we've got to be a part of this process and been talking to him since the beginning of him starting his channel, and him kind of trusting us to talk about it and want to be a part of this channel with us and this whole thing's community. That's right. That's all we talk about. And that's what we want. That's what Cody wants. And so just to have all of you in here today. Yeah, we're jumped the gun a little early, Becky. we were set to go at 11 and we were all scrambling here and talking and, got the computer set up right. So good to see you in here. I hope you're doing well, my love. We got the professor in the house. Speaking of somebody I really want to film with, I have your phone number now, bro. So I'm giving that a call. Maybe even today, because it's meetup day.
Yeah.
And man, I just want all the energy from all of you. Zip, what's going on, my brother?
Zip missed the meetup last 3 weeks ago now, I guess we did in Florida, but Professor was there and he knows the magic that was behind it. We're going to do something, Professor, that we did with our group, which is get a text group going of everybody here today, so that, because you know what a special bond it is when you meet people in person and when everybody has a like-minded feeling about where we're going, what we're doing together and how we're doing it. When you can share that, like every Friday, I look forward to Fridays because we all text, "Hey, everybody, have a great weekend. It was so good to meet you all in person." And we became family, and it's really fun. And today we're going to meet up, I'm going to say 10 people, something like that today. So we're going to have yet another great little texting chat group to hang out with. Got to stay in the photo there.
Love it.
Yeah. Stay in the shot, Alan.
Stay in the shot.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. Got my boys here.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
This is the meetup that needed to happen. I mean, I'm just over the moon excited, man. This is great. It's great to be here.
Yeah. If any of you are anywhere near Central California or planning on being there, come hit us up. Hit these three guys up. And we'll make something happen.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Calling you today, Professor. Calling you.
You're going to be busy today, son. I have news for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. My best friends are coming to the event too, and so I'm excited for them. I talked to them about my dad forever, and so it's gonna be a really cool meetup today.
I've never met him. Years. So today we obviously have the meetup going on, but there's a lot going on. I don't know if everybody noticed, but all of a sudden Friday came along and the market jumped. And I had so many people reach out to me on Saturday and said, "Alan, what do you think what that was all about?" There's a lot of futures contracts that ended on Friday, and a lot of short contracts weren't renewed. So we'll see what Monday brings. But if Monday stays on Bitcoin at 60, it's big, guys. That could really be big because that's your new futures markets coming in or not coming in, and or going long instead of short, which could really be big. We were trying to decide, was it going to be a September rally or an October rally? Everybody was kind of thinking more October. So this could be the beginning of a rally. Nobody knows for sure. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of buying pressure from the public. Joe Sixpack is not really interested in crypto right now at the moment. However, institutions, I was listening to a great chat with I always forget her, Caitlin Long. And Caitlin Long did a great show, and she was saying middle banks have been ousted, if you will, not able to set up their accounts for collateral for crypto. And she said all the big banks are in and they're working on it. And it was a really interesting point she brought up about not just that, she was also talking about what's really coming forward is the advertisements budget is in the budget for the first quarter of next year with many of these large banking institutions. And I thought, wow, bingo, there it is. That's what you're going to start seeing. So maybe this year, more Super Bowl commercials. Who knows, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let the money flood in.
Isn't it so true? You get a little buzz when you see it on the boob tube. You know, it's like you just get a little bit of a buzz. You're like, dude,
we're not idiots.
We're not idiots. It's manifesting. Holy smokes!
We've done it right. We've made the right move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
And then the big XRP news was Grayscale, right? Announced what, Thursday or Friday? That was huge news. And I really think that's leading up to some stuff. And I think our friend, Mr. Jimmy Valley, is going to be working on some issues that may or may not have been overstepping their bounds with the SEC and Mr. Gensler and all that good fun. I think I smell a class action suit coming along because they had a class action suit out of the Bay Area with just one individual who claimed he lost a lot of money, yet he took it to the court system for 3 years. One person who said he lost a lot of money with XRP. Wait a minute. And then when you looked at the court damages, he didn't lose any damn money. Yet all of us in the last bull run, how much money did we lose?
Lots of money.
Hundreds of billions of equity of our coins that every other coin in crypto went up. Was it late 2020 to 21?
Yeah.
Everybody went up but us. Where's our scratch?
Yeah.
Where's our class action suit? So look forward to that coming up, guys.
Nice. We were talking about a few things. We brought up Gensler. We were talking about something that Cody was talking to us about, and like my response, like, is we're kind of in the time, you know, and we're all helping each other try to understand, like, getting out there and taking some risk. And you know, my thought on it too, 11/11. My thought on it too was, can we afford not to take a risk? You know, from today into the next 20 years, you know, and I guess it's how you view the world and what you want to bring into your life. But it's just so critical to understand so many of these tools and how they're going to work. And I'm glad that we have people in our community that understand law, and we're, you know, quickly partnering with people and trying to talk to people. And next weekend, Dad and I are talking to somebody who understands that kind of stuff and how, you know, they're into crypto and how that's going to look and work in the future. So how do we protect it, but also how do we get out there and take advantage of these things? And so that's what I'm excited to learn about, guys.
That's
going forward, you know.
That's a great lead into next Sunday will be a live stream from there with April. So I don't know how long of a live stream it'll be, but probably an hour at least. And we'll be able to sit down, and she is the authority on trusts. And we're going to be able to pick her brain for at least an hour in next week's live stream, or as long as you guys keep kicking out questions, because we're going to be with her recording like a documentary type series of what trusts are and why you need one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be good.
We got a really great MP3 of hers. I transcribed the whole thing basically, and we can try to share that with you guys too after we do that. And so we'll film the 22nd, 23rd, and then we'll get it all edited up. And so I know some people have asked on X and on the comments like when that's coming. It'll probably be that within that week or so after next weekend. We'll get those videos out to you and as much information as we can. And we got a bunch of questions written up, and we're just going to come into it like Dad told me, is like, let's just come in very open-minded and try to ask the right questions and do the video in a way where it's like we can break it up and we can make the video itself really user-friendly for everybody to kind of rewind and go back. It's like, okay, I was really curious about that. Let me go back. So we're gonna try to film it that way. And
instead of a 2-hour Q&A, it'll be more like a question answer. We can edit question answer a little bit more than we normally do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because trust in themselves, I'm learning, is very daunting to break down. If you have no knowledge or expertise in that field, the language alone is like, man, you need some fresh perspective. You need different angles to look at that, and you need someone to be able to define these terms. They're crazy.
Yeah,
they're crazy to break down. So yeah, I would definitely appreciate that, because I'm learning as much as I can on my own, but I'm gonna need all the eyeballs I can on this stuff to really understand it. Yeah,
totally. The more all the notes I was taking, I learned more in the last month than I ever knew about it. Period. Yeah. But like breaking down the notes is like every other thing they're talking about. I'm like, I have to research that. Like I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
And so
it's tough.
We'll dive in deeper and harder, and we'll bring on April. We're gonna hopefully bring on April a lot. Hopefully a couple of times a month, and we'll expand on that and try to make it really intuitive for all of you. That's the goal.
And her knowledge is very specific to her form of trust that they've created over the last decade or two. And it's not going to pertain to every trust. So the information that I'm going to get from her and that Brent and I are studying right now is specific to the trust in which they write, which it really narrows it down. Because if you want to look broad spectrum of trust, it's impossible to chase it all down. Because this one works for that, and that one works for this, and they all have different loopholes, if you will. What we want to really do is I want to really know the one I want and the one I've researched over the last couple of years anyway, and I found one that fits all my boxes, almost all my boxes. And it doesn't fit the box of how do I make crypto go up. Other than that, it covers everything else. But if I had one trust, which one would I get? And I found one for me. And I think it's going to work for a lot of other people, but that it's not a one size fits all, obviously, because there's many people out there teaching trust with great trust. I just want to stay knowledgeable about the one that I like and that I believe, and that way I can understand it. Because if you're going to teach trust, you need an authority who can actually come in and say, no, well, many trusts do it like that, but we don't do it that way. We do it like this, and here's why. When you can do that, it teaches everybody, oh, okay, if I really want to shop around, it gives me what this one does and what those do well. I'm not schooled enough. Brent and I aren't strong enough in that category to tell you which one's best for you. We're just going to pick one that has worked for us, and we're excited to share it with you. And if that works for you, that could be really good. Because what we're doing now with this channel and many people in crypto is planning for this possible next bull run and your exit strategies. And a trust should be a big part of what you're trying to think about with your financial future. So
Mhm.
We're only presenting our trust, but it's not the only trust out there. Many great Jake does some great work, and there's all kinds of great people in the crypto space that have different trusts that you can look into. So it's not, you're not nailed down to just ours, that's for sure.
And, yeah, my biggest question, kind of spoilers, once you get your assets, under that umbrella, how do you use it? And they're so big, like listening to Scott and listening to April's speeches on it, explaining their service and their product. It's just all about you having the ability to control it. And turns out these are the people like I didn't even know until my dad told me they're at the XRP live show. And so we also need somebody in this, somebody that really gives a gee whiz about crypto, and it appears that they do. And so that's huge. It's like, how are we going to be able to use this? How are we going to be able to do the things that we want to do tax wise, and do the things that we want to do moving it, and trading it and spending it and saving it. And so we're going to be getting into all that. I mean, that's it. We're just kind of in the beginning of all of that. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's happening now. Now's the time.
Now is the time. Yeah.
What's going on, chat?
Yeah, what's happening in there?
Hey, bowl of choices. Got the Brutus in the house.
Who is
We
it?
got the shrimp.
I see Professor in there quite a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna try to make it dope, shrimp. We're gonna try to make it dope. Trust Dan IBC, a magical combo.
Magic.
Agreed, Professor. I try to wrap my
crypto.
brain around what my dad talks about with it, and why he aimed at these two things, and it's like, okay, got the right person, with Simon and JV to kind of like spearhead it, and it's like, hey Brent, like I need you to wrap your brain around your Neanderthal brain around everything trust. I was like, let's go. And so when we bring those things together, hopefully it's going to strengthen our community. Hopefully it's going to strengthen our knowledge of what we can do.
And the residual,
whether you use that particular method or not.
Yeah.
Right.
So the residual income is why I really wanted to have the IBC and the trust in there together, because it is true that many of you are going to do really, really well with crypto, to the tune of possibly millions of dollars. I don't know how many crypto tokens you have, obviously, but many of you could do really well in those categories. So if you did, what are you going to do with it? And how do you make residual income so that you can spend more time with your friends and family? Well, you have to secure it, and you have to do your best to, shall we say, divert your taxation responsibilities as much as possible, and also keep yourself from being sued in any way that you can. And both of those are IBC and your trust are going to be the foundation of how you build your future finance. And that's why we built it. We want to build it the way we did, because it's going to teach you how money works. IBC teaches you what the banking system already knows about how to use collateral and capital to create more wealth. Banks do it every day, and they've trained us all just to rely on them to do it. But with IBC, you learn to do it for yourself, and you become your own bank, and therefore you make the profits off the interest that's charged per loan. And that's really that's the crux of the whole thing. But ultimately, what we're going to really do is not just maybe spend the millions slowly out of what you've earned, but create more money with the millions in what you've earned, so that you don't have to continue to work, or you don't have to compete with the AI or bots in the rest of your life, because those days are coming as well. So
yeah,
that kind of income.
I'm not trying to compete with an AI.
No.
That's not even up for a discussion. I want to get to a point where there is no competition. They can do their own thing. Automation can happen.
Yeah.
AI can do its own thing. But I got myself locked and loaded, ready for bear on what I got planned for my future. So
nice.
That's what we're working towards, right?
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And I've learned too, like, and they say it's not retroactive. You've got it before you make a major sale, before you have a pending lawsuit. Like, you want to be in something like this. You want that kind of protection beforehand, so that, like you said, Becky, we can legally mitigate your tax liability, or your exposure, or all those things that it's like that's really going to come into play. And we are going to have the ability, all of us, through all these different tools, to save ourselves a lot of dough. And I think that's how people get rich. The people the billionaires that we work for, that's typically the starting point,
Yeah.
and then they become sharks.
Many of them did essentially what you did, which was put a great deal of your net worth into one thing that you really believed in. And that's like, diversification is okay. But people, if you look around, the people that really got rich, were people that pushed all the chips into one idea. And that's pretty much what you guys have done with crypto. You put a great deal of your portfolio into that product, and now it looks like it's going to pay off. It's not going away. I was just talking with another guy, and he was telling me about how the banking system over the next 8 to 10 years is completely incorporating all of the concepts in which you've heard about on all of these channels for the last 5 years. All of that is coming. It's not maybe, it's coming. So you've bought the right products, as we say on this show all the time, and good for you, because you're going to crush it. Now we just got to come up with an exit strategy.
Yep.
And Cody, you were talking about an exit strategy on the way here earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely at the point where I already know the money's coming. The money's there, the abundance is there, but now it's about how best to protect it, how best to put those dollars to work so that it's sustainable, and to the point where I can do whatever I want with that money. I can focus on the goals I want to focus on. I can focus on my personal goals of being more involved in community and helping others, and make an impact on those communities, in a beneficial way. And it's all a matter of getting all those things set up for the long term. These are all long term plays. I mean, I know not a lot of us are really focused on the get rich quick, right? I hope you guys in the chat, you're not just looking for the quick buck, right? Okay, just want to get on the same page there. This is a long term play for me and for a lot of you. So we've got some bigger fish to fry, right? We've got some bigger goals at hand, more than just taking profits. And our claim to fame is we got crypto before everyone else did, and that's what we did, right? That's our one achievement. It's like, for me, I want to do more. I want to be able to help. I want to be able to make an impact, and I want to be able to do it for as long as possible. I want to stay in the game of abundance and creating abundance and helping people for as long as I can. And hopefully, it extends beyond me. Hopefully it extends beyond my daughter and her children and her children's children. That's the long-term play for me. That's what I'm focused on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, empowerment for your family and community. It's like, what could be better? What could be a more?
I just don't want to see struggle anymore. I've had my fair of struggle. I think about my childhood and how many days we struggled, how many days we went without.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know what it's like to have to wait on some other entity to give us the money to be able to buy food, to be able to pay for bills. You know what I mean? That's the long way of saying government assistance, right? So I want to get to that place to be able to help others and get them out of that loop, get them out of that hamster wheel of having to be dependent on that system, work outside of that system, because we can do it.
I don't really find it to be an accident that everybody I meet in the crew says basically the same thing Cody just said.
Mm-hmm.
I do meetups. I meet people in Vegas, and almost everybody to a T says exactly what Cody just said. And he said it to me on the way here, driving here. And I thought, of course, he's going to. I know what he's going to say because we're all in this together, and we understand that. And finally, mankind has a place or an opportunity to create generational wealth, but knows responsibly what they're going to do with it already. You already in your heart of hearts know what you want to do. You want to help others because you feel like the system's kind of ignored you and let you down. Well, you found your own way out of the hole. Now that you've nailed up your way out of the hole, you're not going to just be the Lone Ranger and live on an island. That's not what this crew is about. That's not what this channel's ever been about.
Oh,
I don't meet people like that. And all these meetups are genuine, amazing people that want to help others. And by the way, what's life worth if you're not going to help others and do the best for your friends and family and everyone else? The hardest is going to be your friends and family, unfortunately, as we all know. When we talk crypto, they just all sort of fall asleep. But you know, it's a good sedative, really.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, just put everyone to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way. It's a good way to get people out of your house.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
You're like, I think it's getting late, but I don't know how best to tell them to
It's
hit
quick.
the road.
It's quicker than politics,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Just goes right to the dome.
Yeah. But everybody has a plan. Not everybody, but a lot of people have a plan about, okay, I want to help my neighbors, my friends. I want to start a community farm or a little business or helping the less fortunate people in the neighborhoods and places that I grew up or where I came from and my friends and family. But you actually have an avenue. You actually have the product. You've actually done enough research and were a visionary and could see the future where all this banking and all this money is going digitally. It's you nailed that. They're just talking about it. You're going to be able to do something about it. And by the way, I'm going to hold all of you accountable. All of you. Wait a minute, you said you were going to do this with your money. Like where's that project at? What are we doing? What's happening? Bring me in on it. I want to hear what you're doing. I want to go to your community. I want to see what's happening. What lives have we changed? You know, and it's up to all of us to hold each other to that higher standard.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be fun to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a hard ass about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all gonna make different moves. It's all gonna look different for each of us. And like you were saying, Zip, like the crew mastermind, you know, we're long-term thinkers, and if we kind of hive mind in that way, we can help each other find the advantages.
Wait a minute.
Whatever situation you want to get into, whatever you want to go down, it's like, hey, I got a couple ideas for you, or Cody's got a couple ideas for you, or my dad, or the professor, or Becky, or you know, and that's the wealth too of this particular our community. And that was the first thing I ever wrote on Patreon, was basically what you just said, Zip. We're creating a round table, and there's no king here. Okay. What's the mission? What do the knights got to do? What are you doing? Oh, cool. Okay, well, you can do that too. Or I didn't know that, man. Maybe I should do that. And
I've got a new name for it.
it's valuable.
It's the Crew Master Hearts.
Yeah.
Not minds.
Yeah.
Crew Master Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to go with.
Yeah.
The mind can be easily corrupted, and there's something about the heart and the things that you just can't help but stick to. Like if I ever had any wealth, Cody and I have talked about this on the phone for hours. Like I can't imagine not just trying to reach out and help other people, you know, close to me, and then we all have this advantage of this to where we can reach out far and wide. So we're
the Crew Master,
and we want
soul,
and we want to have more of you on here. That is another idea that we talked about this week. Just for the live, you know, we're gonna shoot you guys links. You come on
for sure.
Okay,
Sunday.
It's time. Like, let's do it.
So get in the shower because it might be you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
You gotta wear clothes.
When your number gets called up, get ready.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, I just want to say, like, for speaking personally, like for me and my channel, like I always want to present myself as a good example of that whatever it is, it can be done. I want people to see that. I want people to understand that people are getting it done. You can't give people hope without the example. You know what I mean? You can't just say that we're gonna get there. It's like, no, people got to see it with their eyeballs, and then they can start really believing in themselves and feel emboldened to go for it, right? So me being here is the example of we are getting it done. People like myself can be here with these two guys, and we can have this discussion. We can have this conversation with you guys anytime we want. But when your number's called, guys, you better be ready. Get here. Wherever it's going to be done at. Don't run away from the opportunity. Embrace it. Enjoy it, because you are not going to regret it. 100%.
Yeah. We're having fun.
And we don't even talk about crypto all that much. You know, it's like everything else in your life, you know, that's important.
Oh yeah. I love talking about anything but crypto.
I got the crypto.
The first few conversations I had with Brent and Alan, it's like somehow we ended up talking about crypto, and it was like, oh darn. I thought we were just gonna talk about anything but, right? But now it's like today, in of itself, we were like talking about everything else, you know? And that's the conversation I'm looking forward to every single time. We already know what crypto is, and we already know what we've invested in, and we don't need to ask at each other all day to know what we've got. But I want to know what's going on in your life. How are you feeling today? You know, and I'm good with that. I'm good with having that kind of conversation, and I'm okay being an open book about it too. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm game. Yeah, because I know these guys are.
Yeah. That's what we do for a living.
Yeah, I love how methodical Cody is. You know, about his ideas and how open he is to share about his life. I'm the exact same way. Like those are the conversations I want to have all day long. And it's my favorite thing to do is converse with people about that kind of stuff. And you crush it on your channel, dude. It's seriously one of my favorite channels to watch. I'm not
a great channel.
Not just saying like it is so good. Everyone, it's like so good. So good. And so honest. And thank you.
Very well thought out.
Thank you.
Just really well executed. I get a lot from all your shows.
I don't not watch an episode. I've never skipped an episode, even if it took me a couple weeks to get to it.
I actually watched, I forgot what the title was, but the one by the river, I watched that twice.
Yeah.
Or 1.5. Anyway.
Down by the river.
Watch that video first. Just start there. If you're not on Money Paradise yet, start there.
If you haven't seen that video yet.
Zip. It's Money Paradise 365 when you search on the on YouTube there. I was gonna. OG, what's up, OG?
OG, what up, baby?
What up, man?
Where are you at, bro?
He's in Jersey.
Why aren't you right here?
Right
here soon.
I wanted.
Soon.
I can't see anything.
You can't see it.
Yeah. I had a couple things from the chat. First of all, Pennsylvania farms are beautiful, and Pennsylvania farmers are sexy. I've seen it firsthand myself.
Yeah.
So what up, R. Morgan? Tomato Pete, good to have you in, brother. Joanna, Twitter X Spaces is ready to go live.
Ooh.
Okay.
Thank you, Joanna.
Our assistant delivers yet again.
Thank you,
always
Joanna.
delivering.
Posting my channel there. Appreciate you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Both
those things, Joanna.
And post how to get a hold of all three of us. Also, get a hold of me, Al Staple.
Yeah,
at gmail.com.
Get a hold of the main man first, and the rest will follow. That's how I started out. Yeah. I wanted to kind of branch off real quick about something because I didn't have time to record anything for my channel, guys. That's why I'm here with these guys. It might as well count as a video for me, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
check out my, you know, my
Appreciate it.
current videos for sure. They're all gems, every single one. Right? But I wanted to talk to you guys as well as you beautiful people in the chat about something that happened in my personal life that I feel like everybody would benefit from in hearing. So I recently came across this podcast with I don't know if you guys know about Waters Above Crypto, but it was a podcast he did with Archaics, Jason from Archaics, and they were just talking about how having that human connection, giving people humanity in all your interactions is something that is sorely needed in this world. And I definitely had kind of a light bulb moment with that conversation, because a lot of times I found myself rushing through human interactions, just like going to the grocery store, ordering through the drive-through, just those little moments you have with another human being. I didn't really appreciate them as much as I, probably could have, right?
Mhm.
And so I took that conversation from that podcast to heart, and the next day I go into work and I found myself having a very open, very vulnerable conversation with a coworker, and I was just open with him about my story and my journey with my health, kind of journey, and my what I've been going through the past 12 months, and how far I've come since about this time, since last year, when I really had to face some demons for the first time in a long time, dealing with a lot of buried emotions and trauma and all that stuff. I finally faced it, right?
Mhm.
And in that moment of being vulnerable with that person, I didn't really know them that well, but I figured I'm going to be vulnerable with this person just to see how they interact with me about it, how they react to it. Will they reciprocate, or will they do what I do and just, kind of rush through the conversation and interaction, And I found that it became one of the most open dialogues of each other's personal journey I've ever had with a stranger in my entire life. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I seized the opportunity to be open with someone, and I got 10 times the amount of love back. It just invest in that moment with them. It was an immediate return. It was like you invest love in someone and you get an immediate return. You know what I mean? To put it in, familiar terms, so to speak. But I just am seizing every opportunity. Every conversation I'm having now, I'm slowing time down with them. I'm not rushing. I'm really wanting to spend as much as I can with them. Whatever the hell we're talking about, I don't care. It's beautiful. It's good, and especially when it's outside of crypto, because it's like, yeah, I like to talk about crypto, with these guys. I can talk about it all day. I can learn from them all day. But you go to my channel, not too many crypto videos. I understand. I may say, oh, this is a crypto channel, I guess. Not really. Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Let's call a spade, right? It's more of a personal kind of journey channel, really.
Thank God there's not another one.
Right.
I'm fighting with that route.
Throw one more on the pile, right? I'd rather just have those open, vulnerable conversations with people, because it's very healing for me, and I know it's appreciated on the other end with whoever I'm speaking with. So
yeah,
I appreciate being with you guys. I'm grateful to be here in this moment with
Same.
you in the chat, and be where I'm at in life. And I continue to have a vision of myself surrounded by you and surrounded by people like you. And that's all I want. And every time I have that vision, my day feels so much better, because I know I'm already there. I'm already living the dream,
Nice.
So
Same.
that's all I wanted to say
Same,
about
man.
that.
Same.
I wanted to tell you guys that story, because I know you guys would
Same.
appreciate it, and I know you guys would appreciate it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's I heard it said once, it's like selfish, it feels so good.
Yeah.
It feels so good to open up and share. And you never know when it's going to make somebody's day. Especially if you're at work or you're you're dredging through your days. Like I can remember times like years ago where somebody just opened up like I would, like and be as vulnerable and accepting of somebody right away, even a stranger. And we've obviously learned that, the three of us just doing it on YouTube, and it's like the bond that you can make
Yeah.
with anyone, and then you find that you attract, what you're seeking and what you're wanting.
Yeah, man.
And then your world becomes that, and then I mean that's manifestation 101. It's like just putting it out there, just taking the risk of what you did, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna open up to a stranger.
Absolutely. I'm not afraid of failing with in those interactions now, because I've already experienced the benefits. This year alone, I've gained so many new friendships, even if they're mostly online and through chat and all that. It's like I never had that before, like actual meaningful relationships with
And it's
people.
meaningful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many good conversations.
Yeah.
Like me and Brent, we have a mutual friend that's kind of going through some things, but him being vulnerable with us and telling us what's going on in their world, it means the world to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like me doing the same. Like the first time I reached out to Alan, I was on my ass, wondering what can I do? I need help. And Alan was there, and Alan helped me out, and he gave me that fresh perspective I needed to really turn a corner and really go into things.
Totally was meant to be. Really,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
I'm
were
forever grateful for that.
we
It
were-
really
we were-
helped turn my whole mentality, my life around at that point.
You've spun my head around. You've spun my
It
head
comes
around
back, it
a lot.
reciprocates, it just keeps coming back.
Cody has helped me a ton. Yeah, I need the same thing, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going, man.
Yeah, I do.
We're not going anywhere.
No.
Especially when you could talk to people like about, hey, how are you doing? And they don't just tell you, oh, well, I got a toothache or I broke my leg, or, when they can actually talk about how they're really doing, it's so important to listen. It's because that's all they really want, is somebody to hear them. Nobody hears each other anymore. We all just text stuff online, and we don't listen to each other's needs or wants or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
It's so superficial. You talk to most people in public, and it's like, oh, why did you buy the yellow purse? You gotta have the green one. It's so like wafer thin, Teflon thin conversation.
Yeah.
When you can get a little bit deeper, hey, how many kids do you have? What's your dog's name? What do you like about your life? Those are the questions that really open people up. Oh, you should see my grandkids. They're so smart, and they do this, and they're so great.
Finding common ground.
Yeah.
Find a common interest. If you can land on that with anybody, you and then you can give your angles and what you've seen and your stories, and you're gonna get it right back.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get it back. Couple things in the chat, guys. What were you gonna say, Dan? Cisco Kid, thank you so much for the comments. I was responding to those last night, and man, I just really appreciate the love. And yeah, we hear you, we see you.
Our Rasheen video, I hope all of you have seen that by now. Man, that was good. That was good content right there.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that so many people had so many kind things to say about that video, because that man, well, the three of us really connected and clicked. Everybody in that room at the time was feeling it. That was good energy in that room. In fact, it's weird. We didn't even have the words. The words didn't match the energy of the room. I didn't feel like. Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I saw that. I was like, nah, this is a conversation that, find out, in the backyard somewhere, barbecue, little pit, bonfire. Yeah.
But the energy was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
That room I can't wait now for everybody to see the rest of the crew. I'm starting to text everybody that I just text Kat Ballou, and yeah, she's ready. She's ready for it to come out. Of course, it is like, yeah, can't wait to show you off, girl.
Can't wait for you guys to meet Kapaloo. She's
Uh-huh.
she's in all the chats and everything, and she's really great. Also, Landon's coming.
Mm-hmm. And
Couple of videos.
Stacy and Simon. So you're gonna get to see
correct.
them too.
And we're gonna have more stuff next year,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be more timely.
Yeah.
I can't promise that. I'm just suggesting it.
Uh-huh.
Put it
Yeah, I
out.
can't promise it.
Put it out there now.
And
Yeah.
we were my dad and I were, as anybody would be, we were kind of hell bent on is like, okay, this is how we've done it. Is like we just take the video and we just throw it up here, and like
Yeah.
I used to get into editing, but even when I edit videos, sometimes I get screwed up, and it's like, oh my God. So we, through making our connection with Ron on here, we found the right video person. We found the right people to help us. And
Yes.
the more we got to know Ron, is like, dude, we trust that guy. He's all he wants to do is be a part of this and for all of us, and make this whole experience for all of us even better. And so thank you for that, Ron.
Thanks, brother.
And
We've learned a lot over the years about video and editing and all the rest of it, but I think it's really going to shine in what we're going to do next weekend, and I think everybody's going to get a lot out of it. I really do. It's great to meet the people of the crew, because everybody, people of crypto or the people of life, should we just call it,
mhm.
it's so important that we get to hang with Cody and just other people that we get to do on meetups. It is fun to listen to the interviews as well. And we're going to have live, like we were talking earlier, we're going to have you people come in on Sundays. But when you can sit down and get information that you're looking for in a pinpoint video, that's what we haven't done enough of. And we really need to get better at that. And we will. And there's so much great information out there for people that are searching. People are really looking for what we have and what we're offering. So we're really going to pinpoint the knowledge base of getting it to you as best we can.
Yeah.
I also have some videos coming out about IBC that have just been edited that are going to be fun too.
Cool.
The family of Nelson Nash actually had some great video taken with them. That one's money, actually. If you guys don't watch anything about IBC, you should watch that. It's about an hour long with he and I in it. It was really, I mean, I think I said 10 words in the whole video. So that'll tell you how good it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let them roll with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's cooking.
Let them just keep feeding them.
Mm-hmm. Wordsworth, real quick, I want to get to Milton too. Wordsworth Gold, never be afraid to fail. Honestly, Milton, I think that's my favorite quote or thought that I've thought about in the last year. It goes into what we were kind of talking about with risk. And I always go back and hear it. Arnold Schwarzenegger had this incredible speech, and that's what he talked about, like at the end of it. And I've replayed that 100 times on this podcast. And it's winners fail and get up. They fail and get up. All of us, I know the three of us have been rug pulled and or scammed in crypto, just crypto, let alone many other things. But do you not keep going? Do you not try to do it better the next time? And man, I'm so excited to try to, be a part of all this and nail all this down for us on an individual basis. We're all going to be doing it differently.
Yeah.
And so we need to be good about listening and, being open and being available. And, I think the channel and these opportunities are really going to do that for my dad and I to I think the end goal is to kind of be available and to be able to talk to you and try to, help you, or at least be a good enough ear to where you can figure out your plan, and you can do it. And like you were saying, Dad, and I don't think you were being too tough. It's like just think of us if you feel like you need to be accountable or you need to make a plan. I think of Simon when I do that in my brain. I'm like, dude, I'm letting Simon down right now if I go and spend this money, or if I go on frivolous crap again. I'm letting Simon down, and so however you need to fail and get up, but always get up. Always get up. I love that, Melton.
Keep swinging.
Keep swinging.
We've got a roll though, guys.
We do.
So yeah, we're supposed to meet people in 10 minutes. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Todd and Lonnie are in the chat.
Oh, are they good?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all soon, my friends. Can't wait for you to meet this one.
Yeah. We're gonna make some new friends today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they're cool, man. They're
really
cool
good people.
I've gotten to meet everybody we're gonna see today.
They're some of the smarter people in the group.
Yeah. Nice.
Unlike the host.
We need
We
need all the big brains that we can get, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Party shots, guys. What do we have for everybody?
Well, I
anything, bro.
To finish up your point, Brent, keep that vision in mind for yourself, whatever that is, that happy place that you can get to, even at your most low down moments, when you're feeling down on yourself, when you're feeling down on your situation, keep that vision in mind. Close your eyes once in a while and see it, that perfect version of what you want for your future, where there is no sickness, there is no pain, there is no struggle. And I guarantee it'll put a smile on your face every time, because it has for me. That's the main thing that I'm keeping every single time. Keep that vision, and you're gonna get there. That's it.
Can't say anything better than that.
Yeah. Can't leave Alan hanging there. No.
I saw this online, and I was like, I'm reading this on the Sunday Live this week. Laziness kills ambition. Anger kills wisdom. Fear kills dreams. Ego kills growth. Jealousy kills peace. And doubt kills confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to read that from right to left. Confidence kills doubt. Peace kills jealousy. Growth kills the ego. Dreams kill fear. Wisdom kills anger. And ambition kills laziness.
My favorite one is dreams kill fear.
Yep.
Yeah.
You live that, Dad. You live that, dude.
I like that.
Message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's the one that's really helped me up when I've been down. That's the one. And you got a vision of better tomorrow, like Cody was saying. You just got to picture yourself in those shoes and in that position in life, and then it comes. And then you're not shocked by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already
You're
yours.
expecting it. You're waiting for it. You are it.
Yep.
Yeah, you own it. Because the universe will give it to you. It's whether or not you're there to accept it. Mentally and spiritually, you have to be there to accept it when it comes. Most people, they just doubt themselves all the way through or fear their way through the whole process of it. No, I'm not capable. I'm not worthy. I'm not, nobody in my family's ever done that. All those things that go through all of our minds. Useless.
Yeah.
That it is.
Yep.
All right, guys, we got lunch. We're going to meet a bunch of people, and I wish you could all be there, but in due time, we will all meet. Contact me. Don't be afraid to take my number and call me. I'm an open ear for all of you. So get a hold of me through alstaple@gmail.com. It's in the chat there somewhere.
Love it.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
We are.
Love you, crew.
Take care, guys. Enjoy your Sunday.